couples who are fertile can just, make a child whatever they want, but these other people who aren't fertile have to go through all this means to, have a child, and I think it almost means more. If you're willing to go that extra mile, it just means that child is even more wanted. And I feel like it's much better to bring in children that are wanted than to just make a child and, maybe have to give them up for adoption and say,
I feel like it gave me a larger strive in life because I knew I was wanted. I knew people put in all this time. I wasn't some random child. I knew that people put in time and effort to create me, and I knew I was unique through this way. So just kind of live my life the same way, that I know if I want to do something, I could do it or whatever. I just harder strive in life because I'm different. I just knew it.
And I know a lot of people I've been asked, well, why didn't your parents just adopt? And I think there's a big difference between adopting and having your own genetic child. You feel more connected in a way to that child. I know, that may sound bad, but I really do think that if you have that genetic bond, it makes a big difference. And I think it allows for more bonding between a mother and a child, and a mother and a surrogate to have to watch the surrogate carry your child. And I feel like if you have the means to go through with it, then I don't think anybody should be able to tell you that you shouldn't be able to do it.
Do you think your parents were brave to have done surrogacy?
Yeah, because when I was born, it was definitely new. I know it's getting to be more worldwide now, but I'm pretty sure when I was born, a lot of other countries weren't even thinking about it. So I think the fact that they went through with it, I think it was pretty cool for them to do when they did it.
Have you told your boyfriend, present or past boyfriends, that you were born through surrogacy?
Oh yeah, they know.
And why do you think you wanted to tell them?
Because I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I was born through surrogacy. I know there's different opinions on it and everything, but it is who I am. And it makes it a big part of me, especially because my mom works in the field now. And I met different people, and I enjoy doing interviews, and I enjoy helping other couples, feel comfortable having children this way. I enjoy letting other people hear my story so that they know that their children are going to be fine and that it's going to be okay, and that their children, even if they tell them the truth, they're going to be more thankful that you told them the truth as opposed to just keeping it from them. So I think that if I'm dating someone, they need to know that's a big part of me and respect it and accept it, and not. I don't want somebody to be. I don't want somebody to be. Oh my God, you were born. Find out later. I'd rather just be upfront and let them know that it's a big part of me and it's who I am. So.
And have you ever met another child born through surrogacy?
Yes. My brother, and also his surrogate mother, Tracy, had another child. Forget her name. She lives in Texas. But I've met her, and Tracy had her, and my brother and that other girl got to meet up.
And how did it feel meeting someone else born through surrogacy?
It was pretty cool. No, it was pretty cool to have a conversation just with 3 children that were all born through surrogacy. And my brother's surrogate mother was here too at the time when we all got together, and also her other children. So it's all like a big party kind of just people that like it, that appreciate it, that are glad that we're here, that, Tracy's a really great person. Tracy's surrogate mother, she is in touch with us, and it was really great that she let us meet Chase's other sister that she had.
So to you, it was nice having the opportunity of meeting other children through surrogacy.
Yes.
It's something that was interesting and made you feel good.
It's interesting and made me feel, because it's interesting to hear their opinions as well. Because everybody has different opinions, not everybody has had the experience Chase and I have had being able to meet the people that work at CSP, being able to do interviews, having my mom who works for CSP. So it's interesting hearing a child that's never been in that world, kind of.
Right. And did you feel that she was any different to you?
No, she was great. No, she was great. She had the same opinion. She was glad that she got to meet Tracy. She was glad that she got to meet Chase. She was really happy to be here. She seemed like she just was great. Yeah, just had a great time coming out and meeting Chase especially.
Would you say that was important to you to know that you've met another person?
Yeah, I thought it was a positive experience. It really, I was never in my life like, oh, there's no one else like me. I'm some outcast. I always, since I was loved and everything, I felt that I was, oh, okay. You know, I was born differently, but I'm no different than anyone else. So meeting someone that was born the same way was cool, and it was a good experience. But I wouldn't say it was a necessity, but it was definitely a positive influence.
What do you think about gay parenting? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it shouldn't happen?
No, I think it's great. I don't think it matters whether there's a man or a woman or a man and a man.
I myself, maybe my family is more open. My mom herself work in the line of work that involves many gay couples, and I mean, love's love. You happen to love the same sex, not a problem.
I mean, I think all children need is just love. And I don't think it really matters if it's two men or two women or a man and a woman. I really don't see the difference.
Just love your child.
Yeah, that'd be my best advice.
It's good. Do you think that your knowledge that you were born through surrogacy has made any difference in your life?
Yes, big difference. It's made the way I look at the world different. It's made the way that I view, like the questions you're asking me, I think, you know, like about the gay couples and having children and how I view surrogacy, I think it's made a big difference on the way I view the world, because I grew up, you know, being told that, you know, this is how I was born and this is okay, and it doesn't matter, you know, whether you were born through surrogacy or you were born normal, you know, you're just the same as everyone else. And I feel like my outlook on the world is that it doesn't matter, you know, where you came from, as long as, you know, you're wanted and you're valued. So I think it made a big difference in how I look at the world. I think if I was born normally, I wouldn't have had all the experiences that I've had. I wouldn't have been able to meet the people I've met, and I wouldn't have been able to hear the opinions and that I've heard. And I think that it's definitely made me a more knowledgeable person too, because I've been able to talk to many different people and hear different views on the subject. And so I feel like I'm much more knowledgeable than I would be normally.
Mm-hmm. For those people out there who are considering surrogacy, if you had one thing to tell them, what would that one thing be?
Tell your children. Don't hide it from your kids. That would be the one thing that I would tell them. Right off the bat, I know exactly what I'd say. I'd say you need to tell your children that they were born through surrogacy. You need to tell them that it's special. You need to tell them that they're special because they were born this way. You need to tell them that they were so wanted that they were born this way, that they went out of their way to have them because they wanted them so much. I don't want kids to feel like they're unwanted, you know? And I think that's like one of the worst feelings that you could have, and I think that parents, they need to tell their children as soon as they can.
Opportunity, just tell them from the beginning. I wouldn't lie to them, because then, you know, one day that lie might not, but it probably will blow up in your face, and then that kid might be really confused about his life. But I think that you should just tell them that they were a surrogate child. I know you're going to love them the same, but you should tell them so they know.
Just because I think it's a great opportunity to give something back to someone else. I think a lot of surrogates, despite what people say, they don't do it for the money. They do it because they're good people and they want to give someone else the gift of life.